Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy XVI, where last episode was Sleipnir defeated and Jill and Joshua rejoining us. Barnabas himself cleaved a way through to us, easily dispatching Clive as Jill became Shiva to hold him off. Awakening at the docks with Jill presumably now captured, Mid needed something else to get the Enterprise up and running, leading to Clive returning to the hideaway to search through Sid's notes, finding a device within Mid's first opus, the Orchestron. But before we head back to Camber, new side quests await as we first take on Blacksmith Blues 3 after having just taken down the Dread Comet.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorne's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorne. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here, and neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
Here's the thing, right? We have a solution for their problem, don't we?
So bearer's magic's no more use than the crystals.
We could try making a bunch of them do it at once.
I thought I'd made myself clear. Piss off.
Friendly sort. Team bloody hides. He still doesn't take his apron off even when he travels. Quentin didn't take his off either. He went to battle in that apron.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Can't be just changing character models now, can we? God.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Guess putting something over is better than not, though.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. We would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorne. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Whereabouts was it? Right in the corner again? Oh, bang in the center if I want to go there. Okay.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows, but salamander skin was the only kind that worked. Luckily for all our sakes, salamanders aren't too hard to find around these parts.
Good girl.
It was fairly evident where this quest line was going, wasn't it? Knowing that we don't use crystals to run our stuff. And we've got an advantage, though. We're not actually trying to sell our stuff. We're making it for use, so... I don't think there's a competitive edge to lose in amongst all of that. If we were making massive trade about it and selling the stuff, then sure. Oh, there you are. I was like, there's lots of dead things here.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Might be able to make it quicker than you expect at this rate. That'll do it. Combo. We leveled up. Salamander skin. Some species of salamander are wont to shed their tails in order to escape predators. Alas, all of those of sufficient size to provide the unblemished stretch of skin that Sid's bellows require have no predator but mankind and are disinclined to part with their appendages. How dare they?
Say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
And they can make more once they've got the, well, they know how to make them. Laser for the win. Well, it's better to kill him in one stagger versus two, right?
What's this all about then?
Dunno. Some kind of new invention.
roll up for Blackthorne's bellows demonstration.
Good news, Clive. When I told people we'd be building them a new furnace, they were practically falling over themselves to help. Talk about changing their tune, eh?
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louts to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravozd is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorne you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorne. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravozd needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorne's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him. He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit. No sense you waiting around anyway.
These things are going to take some getting used to.
Yeah. Give it a week, and you'll wonder why you ever bother with crystals. Let's run through it again, shall we?
Probably, of course, more effort, but these guys are used to that.
Don't go thinking those cinders mean I've forgiven Blackthorne. Because I haven't, and I won't. But knowing how much they improve my work, I can only imagine what they'll do for him.
Okay, why? Well, I guess checking around for where treasure chests might be, and then getting the Dravozd warrens checked out would be not a bad idea. So that we've mapped it. There we go, treasure. 15 pinches of ash. Oh, we can go in here.
Life has been breathed back into the smithies of Dravozd. Now that is worth celebrating.
All right. Just don't celebrate too hard, eh?
Guys celebrating in the tavern. Took a while for our eyes to adjust, didn't it? Ooh, look at this. The mines and all.
The forges are back in action. And burning like the flames of hell itself, thanks to these new bellow things.
Right then, you lazy mongrels. Back to the mine. We've got forges to feed.
Not like we're lazy for any real reason apart from nothing to do with the stuff. Well, let's check out what's this way, considering there was not a single chest there. There should be a drop-off point coming up. That's the map. That's the map.
Watch it, stranger. There's a fault up ahead. Take a look if you want, but slip and you won't be coming back.
I get you. There's another salamander down there. Well, that's that done. Exploration. There was nothing. Just a fault that stopped us from getting there earlier. To Dravozd. So, what armor, weapon, what will I get from this, if anything? I'm expecting it to be the slot I haven't got this time. Wait, there's another unlock quest? Since when?
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pit cold cinder, sooty black shards, recently removed from the equally sooty black depths of the Dravozd mines. Scouring them over a fire produces a hot crimson flame, for which effect the substance has long been highly prized by desert fortune tellers looking to strike the fear of the inferno into their superstitious clients.
Pit gold cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorne.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorne's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Czar, amiable old git. Ouroboros design draft, a diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt to end all belts. I mean, when you say recipes, it seems to be just one.
Yep. What do you want?
Orichalcum? It way better. It's really good. Great. But it needs... Can you reinforce it? No. It's supposedly quite good. But you need orichalcum. And you need... a stone tongue. So shall the end feed a new beginning, eh? I don't even know how an Ouroboros belt, that makes sense, I guess. Still, is that even the best belt? It's yellow, but that doesn't really mean anything. I don't know. Okay, should we go for that quest next before doing the next unlock? A stone tongue will be obviously something we get from a hunt, but we've already got the orichalcum for it. The weird thing is I kind of thought the orichalcum would make the best possible gear, I would have thought, but maybe there's way more S ranks than 3 after all. Maybe there's another tier past that too. Questions, eh? Let's start another one.
She can't keep this up much longer.
Taya.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Just seeing someone in their literal dying days and trying to ease their suffering. So I can kind of understand being not sleeping. Because it's not like this guy probably can as much.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
A light bit of the euthanasia debate playing out in game form yet again. My question is, do you believe that you should take a life to ease the suffering or not? Do you think people should have that choice with their own lives? I'm amazed that that isn't a major thing that's still come to the fore at this point in time. I guess other debates are constantly overriding it, but that's one that really needs to go through everyone's thinking. Apart from the fact that, of course, with everything we're rather regressive than progressive lately, so... If you were dying of some massively painful incurable malady, for example, do you think you should be able to? If you were losing your sense of self, would you want to? Goblins! No goblins.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
Probably.
Farewell.
There's a spider behind me. Oh my goodness, how have I got that many ability points stacked up? I didn't even realise. Because I haven't been visiting that screen anymore.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
That was a quick in and out quest by the look of it before we do the other unlock. Which I'm assuming might be potion related. Assuming it's down where the trees were, the apples were.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Bidding the others a fine, Ofka.
Thank goodness you're back. Taya looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
It's Spider Eye, the creature from whom this orb was plucked is of the order commonly known as Weeping Widows, whose venom is produced not in the salivary gland but in the tear duct. They are wont to spin their webs in shaded bowers or the roofs of dark caves and rain their paralytic tears upon any animal unlucky enough to pass beneath them. The prey, once rendered immobile, is bound in gossamer silk for later consumption.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Taya's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
Kind of the point, there isn't. Yet.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Taya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Cid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Tears of Mercy is complete. Alright, one more unlock quest to go and get. Do I have enough for the next tier of rep rewards to unlock yet? Doesn't seem so. When is that?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
60:35, so like literally one more quest. Well, oh, it's already unlocked. Genji gloves, you say? There's an orchestron later on as well, is what we can see on the board here. But that's like double the points I have now. What the hell? Just under double. But 2,500 more ability points will be gained from one more quest. So we're gonna be like pushing 10,000, right? Yeah, it's down there. Maybe I should be spending more.
If Amber and the Lazarus...
I could definitely master more stuff than before.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like Miss Midadol?
You can start by paying attention during your lessons.
That would help. Yeah, that's one good step.
Sid, heard you were in Canva fetching young Mid.
I like it. Sid, heard you were... Disinterest straight back to the page. Okay.
The realm's crops are all being harvested early for fear they won't grow under these skies. Nothing's being left to go to seed.
Well, then we'll need to make certain that our seeds last.
I mean, while it's cloudy and darker, there does seem to be enough light that gets through to actually feed plants fine, I'd have thought.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbols. I know, but hear me out. Morbols are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morbol vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
Tea, sir, can I have some Morbol? Yeah, what's one vine? I'm not getting tangled up for this. I'll do it, but I don't like the... I'm guessing you're just taking a vine, not an actual Morbol. But is the next step for us to have live Morbols in here?
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morbol.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morbol, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, A most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
I don't know, where did you put your watering can, Mr. Who wants me to go fight a gigantic, extraordinary hunt level Morbol? We fought a normal Morgul, we fought an Akashic Morbol. What's this one? It's gonna breathe all its bad stuff on me again. I don't know. I'm not even sure it can have worse breath than I do in the morning. I have been reported to have absolutely horrendous breath in the morning, and this is with brushing my teeth before I go to bed. It's just nothing works. Hence the mouthwash. Maybe I should see a dentist about that. I think it's the way I sleep. Let's ask about the Morbol sightings. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why, Kupo. Hello, what level are you? B rank. Carrot is its name. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of the Free Reeds, do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is in truth another root vegetable entirely, an exotic species of Morbol that uses a modified carrot-like vine as a lure to draw its prey close, before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. A cruel way for nature to turn these times of privation to her advantage. The Free Reeds in Rosaria. Well, supposedly it says the Whispering Waters, but I guess that's 2. This will be our 20th hunt. Please, sir, can I have some Morbol? Not far from there. I'll go. First right. Come on, Torgal, it's just us two. Don't get breathed on whatever you do. Farewell, spiders. Let's avoid the cray claws and stuff. Take that right that, I'm not even sure I've ever... Wait, have I been here before? I'm really confused now. I don't know if I've been in this area before. It's carrot! Yeah, he started with bad breath. I wasn't expecting that. Gotta go for it when I can, right? Worst breath. Ah! Okay, remember dodge right on a Morbol. Never dodge left. Dodging left is bad. Oh, I was trying to get the second block as well, but I failed. Too slow. Man, I'm getting hit by loads of stuff I should not get hit by. I must kill Carrot. Carrot's quite hardy.
You're a fine hand.
Carrot, where are you going? I think this is gonna land somewhere that I can counter with it. Oh yes, beautiful. Seek it neutral find, I guess.
Nice try.
Oh, I missed.
To me, boy. Now, Torgal.
Too slow.
No, right. Shoot.
I'm hurt, Torgal.
Hello, I wish to use this on you. Get up. Missed. I want to take you out with one more go. Do you know what I mean? That'll probably do it. Well, that's a lot of damage. It's the most I've done so far. We nearly made 6 figures. Nearly made 6 figures. Morbol flower and a Morbol tendril. Extending from the underside of a Morbol's body, these tendrils mainly serve the purpose of locomotion. When times are lean, however, they also can serve as temporary roots, drawing ethereal energies from the soil. The Morbol flower, as well, is said in Morbol only blooms once every 30 summers, and when it does, the resulting flower emits such a noxious odor that flies, beetles, vultures, and other cravers of carrion are drawn from leagues around by the stench. The resulting convergence sees the flower pollinated, with the Morbol devouring those late to the festivities, obtained by defeating Carrot.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Do you think it would be mean to cut back on the habitats that Morbols could live into so they don't exist? That's another debate, isn't it? Should we extinct this incredibly inherently dangerous species? I don't know. Damage is going up. I'm working out better ways to do it within the extremes we have. A new missive was delivered to Clive in the meantime. We got new rep rewards as well, so that's nice. And at this point, I'm just getting tons of ability points. So I'm like, what should I even upgrade? Because I've already upgraded that. Satellite can only go to the master. Wait, we haven't actually fully upgraded Giga Flare yet? Oh, no, we haven't. Oh, even more damage. Even more damage. I didn't realize. What? I could go even further? I could do more? Oh, no, that's mastery now, isn't it? I mean, mastery wouldn't be a bad idea, but... I mean, we just spent a fair amount of points just to get it to... what we just got it to, so... I like that. Do not dislike. That was nice damage. I could master that, I guess, but I don't even know if I need to. I'll just hold on in case there's anything I want more in future, do you know what I mean? I don't think I can craft any more, though. I've got that material. It's so funny that we just get materials well ahead of what we can craft. Like, massively far ahead.
Fine.
He's a surly soaker.
He's a surly soaker who cares less for us than the irony hammers? No, he cares a lot. And it's because of that caring that he's so busily locked in to doing what he's doing.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Yes, I have the tendril.
Here. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once. It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Looks like we're doing really well compared to everyone else, doesn't it? But we're thinkers over here. Invigorated Morganbeard extract necessary for further increasing consumable potency. Hey, if adding the extract of Morganbeard petals to curative or performance-enhancing potions increases their potency, then imagine what adding the extract of Morganbeard petals fortified with the vigor of a Morbol equipped with madness might do. You just want to say the M word a lot. Or just M words. Maximize, for example. That's the highest it can go. You've obtained a vial of invigorated Morganbeard extract, further increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore even more HP, while strength, stone skin, and Lionheart tonics last even longer.
Allow me to thank you again, Master Sid. I do believe you have quite a knack for this sort of work. Should you ever grow tired of saving the realm, we would happily welcome your assistance here in the backyard on a permanent basis. I jest, of course.
I am very good at killing things, yes. Look at this place. It's come a long way, hasn't it?